Hey, it's the George and Jess podcast, and we are coming to you, and we get to actually see you. And we're live with Aaron Jones from Jaylons. What's up, Aaron?
Hey guys, what's up? How are you?
Good. It's so good to see you. I love what you've done with your hair.
Looks
Ooh,
fantastic.
thank
Could you
you.
share the secret?
What I've been really into lately is reviving the chia pet. You guys remember the chia pets of old?
Yeah.
When you're little, you slather that kind of seed material all over those little critters, and they grow after you water them for a handful of days. So what I did 10, 11, 12 days ago was I slathered that stuff all over my head, and honestly, it's working. I'm pretty impressed. Bosley Medical can, just go and do their own thing. I don't need them. Got chia pet seeds, baby.
Looks very good.
Oh, thank you, Jess.
So here we are, Father's Day weekend. We talked about this on the podcast this morning. If you have a cool dad, or if you are a cool dad, or you know a cool dad, Jaylons is the spot for a gift for that cool dad.
I 100% agree. Yes. Most people, of course, know us for our suiting and our sport coats and all the formal wear and dress wear that we do. But a lot of people don't realize that we're actually a really wonderful place for gifts. And one of my favorite items, of course, is the Secret wallets out of Holland. SECRID is the wallet line. And actually, on the table, you can see a couple. They're not in great condition because I need to straighten them out. But that's the line. We sell the heck out of those wallets. They have this patented lever system that pops your cards up and protects them. And then also can hold cash and other things as well. So we sell them to men and women, but obviously for Father's Day, it's a really easy gift. One of the other items I really like, because I enjoy good cocktails, is the cocktail drink mixers that we have here. My favorite ones are actually from Bitter Milk out of Charleston, South Carolina. So if you're a bourbon fan, a whiskey fan, a vodka fan, or for those people who, maybe prefer just kind of a fresh drink for the summer, but don't want to add the alcohol content in there, you can use them for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So one-stop shop for anything for dad. Let's get into some of the other products and
Yeah.
the topic on the podcast on this lovely Friday morning. We're talking about growth and personal development and kind of how when one area of your life changes or improves, you kind of look to do that in other areas,
Hmm.
including your style. And so let's talk about some of the clothing you have for men and women that are going to help people kind of elevate their style.
Yeah, 100%. I like where you were going with that. As far as, compounding, let's call it compound interest, if you will, or compound sexiness, or I'm not really sure, but
Compound
yeah,
sexiness. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
let's go with
that's a
that.
term we haven't used yet.
I mean, you start feeling better about yourself because you have a workout program, and you start dressing better because the clothes fit you better. And as we talked about when we were on a different podcast with you, Jess, um, you start to perform better in different areas of your life. So we're big believers in making people feel good about themselves. Even if it's just the clothing aspect, of course, we encourage people to do things in their lives to feel the best. But we'd like to think in our own little way, we are changing people's lives by making them feel good by what they wear. And a big part of that is fit. Women have understood that for many years, that you need things to be tailored and it should be fitted a certain way. Men are a little slower in many respects. But when it comes to clothing tailoring and in those aspects too, they're starting to understand that a trim fit sport coat or a suit or just clothing, whether it's athleisure from Lululemon and Viore and some of the other brands we have, when you fit it the right way around your body, whether you're 150 pounds or you're 300 pounds, there's a certain way to wear it and still own it and look good, if that answers your question.
It does, and a lot of that stuff is crossover. One of my favorite new brands that you guys have brought in is Grayson.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
fantastic, the polos, and you gave me the heads up
Oh.
on the joggers, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That looks a little bit odd to me because it's kind of a dressier pant with that classic jogger ankle. I go to Vegas and all the cool guys in the north end of the strip are wearing them.
Right.
Right?
Right. The jogger thing is super popular, and it has been. It's not like it's a big, people come in and they're like, well, I don't want anything that trendy. And I'm like, well, it's not really trendy anymore. It's been around for like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So you'll see them all over. They're actually really great because you don't have that like bagged out bottom with a sweatpant that it just looks sloppy and gross, like that old team sweatpant from high school or college. Um, Joggers are sweet. They hug your ankle a little bit, and that's what scares guys away a little bit is that band on the bottom. But they're awesome, and you put it with an athletic shoe like a pair of On sneakers from Switzerland that we sell, and it's just really sleek and it's easy to walk around. These tech fabrics too, you pair them with all these really comfortable, lightweight tops like Grayson, like you're wearing, George. That's a huge line. That's big in golf right now with Justin Thomas. He's their big rep, and so that's getting a lot of love. But I've been in this business for 16 years, and I can just honestly tell you it's more fun now than it's ever been. And it's more open now than it's ever been as far as what's acceptable. And what I think's cool about that, going back to what you asked originally, Jess, is that when you have the option to personalize your style uh, in a way that is also comfortable, I mean, it's a win-win situation, and it gets a lot more people to jump on board.
Speaking of that, I have to mention before we move on here, the Martin Dingman. The shoes,
Yes.
yeah, I'm not kidding. Again, a little bit classier shoe, slips on, and they're as comfortable. When we were on vacation Southwest, I bet I put 10 miles on those in a day, and it felt I almost thought I was wearing my clouds, but I wasn't. They're
Right.
that comfortable, and they
Yeah,
look great.
they're cool. It's kind of a funny name. If my name wasn't Aaron Jones, I'd probably maybe George Blaze sounds pretty cool too, but probably choose the name Martin Dingman. But it's kind of an interesting name. That's actually the patriarch of that shoe and belt company. His two sons, Grayson and Avery, run it now. They're really nice guys. I met him in Dallas. And anyways, yeah, Martin Dingman's kind of our up and comer. And you're seeing also in the market when I was talking about versatility and comfortable items. These are a lot of slip-on versions. So they have these stretch laces, but they look really, really cool. They look like they're tieable laces. Here, hopefully people don't get a little dizzy, but I'm gonna walk. Yay. Do.
On a field trip.
Yeah, so if you look at these three on the top row here, you've got the gray version here. I think you have that one, George.
I
The
do.
version in the middle, and then this one's a waterproof suede option there. But there's these stretch laces on here. So literally it's got a neoprene lining built in, and you slip it on and you go, and it's super comfortable. It's got the stylish kind of bottoms, very comfortable bottoms that you'll see from other brands like Cole Haan as well. But they're just rocking, and you can slip them on, you can go, you can dress them up with a suit, or you can dress them down with a pair of denim, and they're really great.
They're great looking shoes. And let's talk a little bit about the women's brands. It started with Lululemon in 2020, bringing in the ladies side of things, and it's really exploded for you guys into a chic and stylized shopping experience. And everything is high quality. It feels special, and you guys have just done an amazing job bringing in these ladies items.
Well, I have to defer the credit to my team, my staff, my friends here. I mean, Brianna Long, Christy Holt, and Judy Long have done a wonderful job. And then we've had a lot of our part-time gals who work for us as well, kind of chip in ideas and just ways to market it better. And in the brands, you get the different ages. They're aware of certain things that are hot topics. But it's been crazy. We've talked about it over the years and thought to ourselves, no, we're men's. We put ourselves in this small little box. But finally busting through that wall and deciding to get into women's was a really, really smart decision. I mean, Lululemon by itself, just people come in left and right wanting the product, but then you add others like Viore and people start to get to know that, and then Aloe and Spanx. And recently the addition of getting Louis Vuitton, Prada, Chanel, some Coach and things that are, they're gently loved is kind of how we say it. So they're bags that you can come in and save anywhere from $500 to a few $1,000s on these bags because they were gently loved by, one other person. And maybe there's just a little fading on one corner that 99% of people would never see. You can save a couple grand, and it's nuts. But that is just another addition, and the girls are doing a really wonderful job. So started with athleisure, went into nice denim. Now we've got blazers, sundresses, sandals, boots,
Versus
candles, chocolate,
closets.
purses. I mean, it's crazy, and we're getting a lot of good feedback, and we're learning. So we don't have all the answers. We never do, and that's really the motto that we have taken really since the time I've been here, which was a thing that Jim Long used to say. One of the founders was never arrive. I will tweak that a little bit and say stop and smell the roses sometimes and appreciate what you're doing and pat yourself on the back. It's okay to take some credit, but by never arriving and never stopping and not really looking in the rearview mirror, but learning from some things and keep moving forward, we're always moving forward. And that's the way we've always been. And so that pushed us into women's, that pushed us into new brands. We listen to our clients and we take things, advice seriously and look into it. And we're here now. And honestly, the numbers are fantastic and people are really embracing what we're doing. So it's a blessing.
It's a hometown department store shopping experience, just like, you would have had like when the original department stores came out. That's what I
Right.
picture. And you guys have recreated that and modernized it and curated this collection of items that are just so special. And we love you guys. And if you want to see some of the spring ladies fashion, you can find us on Instagram, George and Jess Podcast. I've had the extreme pleasure of wearing a bunch of, including this, as you can see.
Hey-o.
It. But again, we love you guys. And Madison Avenue, Jaylons, men and women's fine clothing, lifestyle items, perfect stuff for the cool dad in your life for Father's Day this weekend. And we look forward to showcasing more pieces as we go along, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you so much. Always appreciate the support, you guys. Always good to talk to you both. You're looking great, both of you. Keep up those workouts.
You too.
Maybe you could probably let George, take some of those extensions every once in a while too. Or you could borrow the wig. I got some wigs up here, George. We could always test it out on you.
I'm gonna don't tempt me. I will, or I will show up on our next call and I will one up that. I'm gonna do it.
It's a plan.
All right, man. Have yourself a fantastic Father's Day weekend and happy Father's Day, buddy.
Happy Father's Day to you. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bye-bye.